FlossTube, my name's Kerry, this is Colourfully Cross Stitch, my YouTube channel where I talk all things cross stitch with some book recommendations thrown in at the end too. And today's book recommendations all feature mixed media, so if you like your books with WhatsApp messages, text messages, emails, newspaper reports, anything like that, then stay tuned for a few of my recommendations and a few that I've got waiting in the wings on my shelf as well. So before I get started with all the WIPs, again, all of that jazz, then I just wanted to say a massive thank you. So I've had a few new subscribers recently, which is fantastic. I'm nearly at 700 subscribers. That blows my mind. So if you're new, thank you so much for subscribing. And if you've been here for 1, 2, 3, or I think I'm now on my 7th video, wherever along that journey, thank you so much. It means so much to me that you are willing to come back or join me in my waffling about cross stitch. So hope you enjoy what you see, and if you do, then please hit the like, subscribe if you're not already, and comment down below, because that's what I love the most, is interacting with everybody in the comments down below. So I've had some really good conversations this week, so or the last 2 weeks when I last posted. So yeah, I love all of that. So yeah, massive thank you. And yeah, I'm just going to start with my usual, which is the Stitchers Book Club sale. So again, not as many stitches as I would like to get in this one. We haven't had a new part out yet because they come out on the 1st of every month, so eagerly awaiting the 1st of October's release. No idea what that's going to be, but it always surprises me, so I'm really looking forward to getting that one. It's like a little mini present every month, so it's really cool. So this is where I got up to last time, and I'm stitching this on a 16 count Ada from Coffee Craft Fabrics. So if I come in a little bit closer here, so we have got, I've done a little bit more in the Stephen King area. So he looks like the Invisible Man here, but this will be Stephen King. Those are his eyes, that's his tunic top. And I have sort of been trying to colour complete in each of these sections at the moment. So so yeah, we've got the It Clown. Apologies if you are scared of clowns, but there he is. Oh, I didn't look up the name of the lady from Misery, but there she is. No hair yet, but she's got half a hammer, no handle. Like I say, Stephen King. And then the poster is of a car, and it's got eyes in the rear view mirror, and I can't for the life of me remember which book that is from, but maybe someone can tell me in the comments. But yeah, so I keep saying I need to read a Stephen King. I think I probably would start with Misery if I was going to read one, but that's where I've got up to. So colour completing, so where we've got in the bottom down here the books that aren't quite completed, there's a dark green colour to go in the bottom of that book, but the dark green colour is also in this book as well. So when I pick up that thread, then that's my plan, is just to keep sort of continuing without having to change colours too often. But again, loving how this is looking so far. A long way to go. I have many sections to complete, but I'm not under any time pressure on this one, and I'd rather just take my time with it and enjoy every stitch, and then and yeah, I will get there in the end. So so that is that one. I don't have any stats on that one because that's not in markup, although I don't actually know whether I could put it in markup, but I figure I'd have to re-put it in every month, so I haven't bothered at the moment. But yeah, so there is that one. Then we move on to the Pointed Fifth. So again, still loving working on this one, and this time round I've reached the middle of the top of the pattern, so quite excited. But this was 2 little dogs with a love heart on top, which I just thought was adorable. So again, this doesn't really pick up the colour correctly. That's more like what it looks like. So it does just wash it out when it comes in close. But yes, we did the two little dogs there with the heart. And I think I had a little bit more down here to complete as well. So I've gone across there. So this marks the middle of the pattern at the top. It will go to probably about here. And I am currently sat at 2.09% done. So yeah, and as I've said before, I am doing the Crafty Emily colourway, which, just in case you are new, apologies for me turning my back to you, but these are the colours. So this is what hang on, let me get this the right way round. If I move those across there, then that's what the colours will look like. So starting with one colour, blending for 3 rows with 2, doing more with the next colour, blending, etc, etc, all the way down. If you go and look at Crafty Emily, she is almost, I think she's hit the bottom down the side, but is moving her way across. So she's down to these colours here already. Well, not already, I think she's been working on it for quite a while, but she's a much quicker stitcher than I am. But yeah, so the bits in the middle, so in the arches and all that, will be the blue. So yeah, loving the colourway, and really loving working with the pink on this fabric as well. It just, to me, just seems to pop, and it's yeah, just really enjoying it. And needle minder there is from Charlie Feathers. So yeah, yeah, just loving that one. I think in my plans for till the end of October, so is that right? Is that what I said, or the end of November? I can't even remember now, but I wanted to get the whole top completed and then the 3 blended rows completed. Did I say I wanted to do that? I think that was at the end of November. Might have been the end, no, might have been the end of October. Anyway, I need to look back at my own video. Never mind asking you to look, but my plans are in my previous video if you're really interested and want to see. Next up, we have got the Harry Potter pattern from Cloud's Factory. So as I've said before, we're massive Harry Potter fans in this house. My son has gone to university, so I said before that he was on his way and we were prepping. He has now gone and is loving it, basically. He's really settling in well, it seems. Has got quite a few pockets of friends, course friends, flatmates, other friends and things like that. So yeah, he seems to be settling in well. He's not done his first food shop yet though, so I was trying to talk him through that yesterday because he's down to the bare bones of food. So I was kind of like, you're gonna need to get something to eat. So hopefully he will sort himself out tomorrow. But yeah, so anywho, so massive Harry Potter fans. Mentioned my son because he's also a massive Harry Potter fan and would like me, once I've stitched this, he would like it on his wall, which is amazing, but it will take me a while. So this is where I got up to last time. So Ron and Hermione weren't quite finished, but I'm pleased to say they are now. So this is kind of true to colour, but I will bring it in and it might well wash itself out a little bit. But yeah, so we've got Ron, Harry and Hermione in there now. All complete. So Harry's got his scar, Ron's got a head, he no longer looks like a bucket, and Hermione has hair and things. So yeah, really pleased with this one. It is going to take quite a while to do, and I'm thinking because there's a lot of black and a lot of the skin colour and things like that, then don't know, does anybody else have lots of needles loaded up with the different colours that you know you're going to use frequently? I'm not sure whether to do that or not, because I just think I'm going to be forever changing needles, threads and all of that. Anyway, I don't know, I might do that when it comes around to the next layer of people that need to be done. Yeah, just to make it a little bit quicker, I think. But anywho, so that was that one, and I am at 5.22% on that one according to markup, so that's quite I'm quite chuffed with that. 5%, that seems a nice figure to reach. Thought it would take me a bit longer to get to 5%, but it's not full coverage, so that's probably why. And then next up is the Alice tree. So I have done some work on this time. This is by Tiny Modernist. Yes. So yeah, I was working on this one, but I went to my second stitching social, so with Quirky Hannah from Instagram. So that's in our local, well, my local town, not Hannah, so she travels away to join me. But yeah, so I've only been to one before, and then lots of other things like summer holidays, etc. got in the way, so then I was able to go back to another one. So I took the Alice tree to stitch on while I was there. So this is where I got up to last time. I think I'd just done the Cheshire Cat and that was it. So pleased to say that there is a little bit more progress. So I done the cup, which I was filling in at the Stitching Social. I've done the vines on either side and the hearts, and come down because it's the tiers of a cake sort of tray. So yeah, I've come down and done those, but really liking how this is looking. Quite liking the colours that I've chosen. So in case you haven't been here before, or I've not talked about this for a few weeks anyway, I've changed the colour of the cat because this is more like the Disney movie, which is what I grew up with. So change the colour of the cat there. And these hearts, I think, are supposed to be more orangey red, but I didn't really think that went with the pink. So I've gone with the paler pink that was in the teacup handle, put those there. And then I think I'll have a look at the rest of the pattern as I go down, but I might adjust things as I go, or just keep it as it is, but yeah, we'll see. And then the lovely needle minder again is from Charlie Feathers, but I asked Charlie to create one for me for an Alice in Wonderland pattern, and we decided that actually the teacups would be the great addition given the Mad Hatter's Tea Party. So yeah, Charlie kindly I asked Charlie for the commission, so she kindly drew this one for me, and is now available in her shop, her Ko-fi coffee shop. So if you wanted one of these, especially if you're if you're stitching the other Tiny Modernist pattern, the Tea Time Lady, she holding a teapot, I can't remember what it's called, but I think that one would go really well with that as well. So yeah, and yeah, speaking of socials and things, I've seen lots of people who have been at the Caterpillar Cross Stitch retreat, and also there was the online virtual Harvest Moon hangout as well. One day I really want to go. It's quite a long way. Obviously the virtual one isn't, but the Caterpillar Cross Stitch one is quite a long way away from me. But yeah, was it great? Let me know. Is it definitely worth going? Were there things to buy there as well? Not that that's what it's all about, but I know I look at the American ones and there's quite a lot. Is it StitchCon and all that, and Stitch North, where lots of shops are there as well. So yeah, let me know. Are you going to any other retreats at all? It's just it's something that I would like to go to, maybe next year or the year after. But yeah, let me know if you've been to any. And in the UK, I'm not sure I would be able to go to anywhere else really, but yeah, if you're just in the UK, then that would be great. Just let me know. But they just look really good, and it's all great seeing everyone together, and it was really good seeing Stitching Magic Lindsay and then Jen from Jen's Stitchy Corner together in a photo on their Instagram as well, where they met in real life. It's just really good. So I'd love to do that. But yeah, let me know if you've got any like recommendations for any stitching retreats and things. So anywho, so with Alice, that is also in, I'm looking over here at my notes, sorry, but that is also in markup, and I have reached 4.64% on that one, so I'm quite chuffed with that as well. And then next up is Witch's Hollow. So I feel like I've made significant progress in this one, although it does say I'm only at 4.06%. So they're all around the same sort of percentage really, aren't they? But yeah, so this is Witch's Hollow from Autumn Lane Stitchery, and this is where I was last time, and then this time I am all the way down to the Witch. So really pleased with my progress on this one. However, I have gone wrong and I'm not frogging it, and I don't need to frog it this time. I know I don't need to frog it, but so I was miscounting a lot. Sorry, yet again, we've got shadows chasing the sun going down at the moment. But yeah, so I think I was putting this fence in here and I was thinking this counting isn't quite right. What's going on? And it's this branch here that I have put in. I think it's 1 or 2 stitches out. So I've made sure that everything else is correct as I've come down to the Witch, which is really why I've come down this far. I just wanted to make sure that it all matched up properly, which it does down here. So it's definitely this section here that's incorrect, but because in the background it's all just clouds and things like that, then I think I will be okay with that. I don't really need to frog it or anything, so I'm just going to bodge it because that's what I prefer to do rather than frogging. So yeah, I don't think that matters, but yeah, I'm not sure how I managed to get, I don't even know where exactly the mistake is. I stared at this for the longest time trying to figure it out, but yeah, I'm not really sure which branch has got the mistake in it or anything, but I just figured that actually does it really matter. So I'll just yeah, fudge that one. So that's all good. So that's the Witch's Hollow, and then I haven't got any more WIPs, but I do have a new start. So last time I said I was gonna start the Halloween heart by Little Dove Designs. So that's what this one looks like. So I did indeed start this one. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to see what I have done. So I started in the middle and started with the skulls that go across. Yes, just, I think. They are going to be backstitched, but at the moment I haven't got around to that bit yet. But yeah, so that's where I am at with it. I quite fancy, there's frogs down here somewhere as well, and there's pumpkins up here and cats and all sorts, so looking forward to getting to those. But I wanted to sort of make a significant start and get some of the skulls done in the middle, so hopefully I don't make any more frogging errors. And yeah, but yeah, really enjoying this one. And I am at 5.23%, so actually that's not bad for a new start, is it? It's actually a smaller pattern for a change. So I'm hoping I can get that one done and dusted by the end of October, but we will we'll see. So but yeah, really enjoying stitching on all of those. So I haven't stitched on a few actually, but the one that I haven't stitched on that I was hoping to show you some more of is the medicine poison one. I decided that needed to go in timeout for a minute, just because last time, if you watched my previous FlossTube, you'll know that I'll put a picture of it here, but I had to basically stitch that skeleton almost twice. In a way, I had to redo the ribs because I was out, and then had to redo a leg as well. And I just thought I just need a little bit of time away from projects that aren't behaving themselves, i.e. I can't count, that's why it went wrong. But yes, I've just put that one to one side for a minute, but I will pick that one up and I will show you some more progress on that next time. And I've had a few people ask me what the colour conversion is as well, so I will share that with you next time as well, not because I'm hiding it, but because it's all packed away. But also it's not a like for like colour conversion, so I'm just making the colours up as I go along, but just seeing which colour works well. So but yeah, I'll share that one next time as well for anybody who's interested. And Emerald City, I've not done any more on that either. I have I'll just show you where I did get up to, which is where I got up to last time. I've not made any more progress on it, but I believe this is technically this is part 3, so I think everybody's now stitching the lion, the flower, and then the Tin Man over here is the official part 3. So I think I'm still going to do what I said I was going to do and work on the mice, and then come down, and then I'll go up when the Q-snaps needs to move, I think. But yeah, I am still liking working on it. It's just time, as ever, has got away with me these past 2 weeks, and so I've not been able to touch all the different projects that I wanted to touch. So I haven't even started the Halloween bottles, which I will just grab a second. So this was the, I need to shut the magazine so I don't show you what the actual pattern looks like. But this is from Stitchery, and it's in the Cross Stitcher magazine, the Halloween one, but it's the Halloween bottles. So the reason why I've stalled on this is for no other reason really, other than I wasn't sure whether I wanted to stitch all the bottles, and I think it was Pam at Ditsy Daisy Crafts who suggested watching Helen D's FlossTube, because she was talking about doing them as stand-ups. Now, I'm no good at fully finishing anything. I'm not even good at finishing, am I fully finishing? So but she did get me sort of thinking, and I was going to do Venomade in the middle, then maybe go with Witch's Brew to this side, Web of Lies, yeah, Web of Lies next to that, then Bat's Blood, Eye of Newt, Brain Juice, and maybe Brew. And I was gonna, I actually want to stitch this one as well, so I was going to do them all in a row is what I'm trying to say. And I just then couldn't work out which ones I wanted to put where, or what, because I wasn't overly keen on cat puke. Maybe it's the colours in that one I'm not overly keen on. I'm not too bothered about stitching Slime of Snail, not too bothered about Hoot of Owl or Hexlax. So yeah, it was kind of, how am I going work it so that I don't have to stitch all of them. So I was thinking maybe along that way, but yeah, I was this is the fabric that I chose that I showed last time, but oh, that's my needle minder going. And then I was trying to work out, well, which bit of the mottled fabric do I actually want to use and put the bottles on and blah blah blah. And then by the time I'd overthought it so much, I was then like, I'm just going to leave it for a minute. I'll go back to it obviously the next 2 weeks, but hopefully you'll see a start on that one. But yeah, just the overthinker in me started overthinking and then didn't do anything. So yeah, this is the colour palette for that one, which is stunning. I love these colours. So yeah, and I had a few already. And actually what was I going to say about that one, because as I was kitting this one up, because I got them originally, I used to store all my floss on bobbins in like little cases. I haven't got one to hand to show you, but yeah, so they're all on bobbins, and then I discovered floss drops, and then I've not looked back. But because a lot of these were already on bobbins when I took them off, they were just an absolute crinkled mess, and didn't look very pretty. But also I was thinking, is that going to affect how my stitches are going to sit, because they literally had kinks in them. So I ummed and ahed for a little bit, and then decided I needed to iron them, but then had the brainwave that actually I don't need to iron. I iron nothing at all. Nothing of mine gets ironed. My husband irons his shirts and my youngest's uniform for school, but other than that, nothing else gets ironed in our house. But yeah, so I thought, well, actually I have got straighteners in my cupboard, at the back of my cupboard, so I brought the straighteners out, and I'll show you the difference in the picture here from when I took them out of the bobbins to then when I straightened them. And yeah, job's a good one. So they're nowhere near as wrinkly, as crinkled as they were. So I'm gonna have to do that for all of mine. I think I did that with this one. I think I did it with the Heart of Halloween as well. And was there another one I did that with? I think there was, but I can't remember what it was now. But yeah, so I just thought, if that was a genius sort of thought that I had. I'm sure you're all thinking, oh, we've known that for years. But yeah, and if you're wondering why I've got straighteners, because my hair is not straight, I did have straight hair for 20 odd years, and then decided that at a certain age where menopause starts to hit and things, my hair started thinning. So I thought, right, I'm just going to go to my natural curliness. So TMI, but that's where we are, and that's why they were languishing at the back of my wardrobe, but came in useful for cross stitch. Who knew I was going to use them for that? So so yeah, there's a little tip for you if you didn't already know. Yeah, so I did that with that one. And then what should I do about plans? I might as well move into plans now. So my plans are to do the Halloween bottles, to start that and get my act into gear, and decide what I'm actually going to do with that pattern. And then the other plan that I've got is with Cross Stitch Sarah, who we both want to stitch Dracula's Castle. So we are going to start that one on Halloween itself, so October 31st. So if you fancy stitching that with us as a start along, not a stitch along, then please do join in. Sean Duck from Instagram is also going to be stitching it with us, so looking forward to you joining us, Sean. So but this is the colour palette for it. So it's so I got 32 count. I've got even weave in just black, and then that's the colour palette, so the reds. There is black there as well, and I was thinking, as I was kitting this up, I was thinking, is that going to be in the middle of these blacks to show up, or is it back stitch, or I can't remember what it's used for now. But yeah, looking forward to excuse me, looking forward to stitching that one with Sarah, and hopefully a few others. So if you are thinking of joining, then please do. It's from the Witchy Stitcher's new book that's just come out, Meg Black's book. So so yeah, there's lots in there that I want to stitch, but when I saw Sarah say that she was going to do Dracula's Castle, I'm in. So bought all the threads and the fabric for that one. excuse me. So yeah, that is the plans. Just looking at my notes again, but there is, if you heard my stomach then I do apologise. There's also another pattern that keeps calling my name, and I've been looking at it for over a month, and I've seen a few people now stitching it, and I want to join in, but it's massive. It's not a long dog, but it is a massive pattern, and it's the Halloween Quaker from Lila's studio. I just keep looking at it and thinking I really want to start stitching that one, but it's going to take quite a while to do, and I do not have time to do it this time. But I don't know, you may see me next time and I may have started it, and if you do see me start it, then oh well. There we go, I've just added another one to the pile of WIPs. But yeah, I was chatting to Stitching with Lou, I think it is, in the comments down below, and then she said, you do know that there's a Christmas Quaker as well from Lila's studio, and I was like, what? So then I went and looked at that one, so that might well be a start for November, December time. So instead of the Halloween one, and maybe I'll do the Halloween one next year, but watch this space. You'll know when I know, and we'll see. Who knows, I might get bitten by the I need to buy it and I need to start it bug. But it's fabric as well, because it's such a big one. I've got lots of fabrics that are a certain size, like the I mean, I'm going to hold this one up, but I couldn't tell you how big it is. But all about kind of, can I tell you how big it is? Half a yard? Don't know what that actually equates to. But most of the fabrics that I've got in stash are about this big, whereas that one is, I think, almost double. It's just ginormous. It wouldn't fit on something this size anyway. But yeah, so then it would mean buying more fabric, probably more threads, and all that. So yeah, I'll see how I go with that one. What is next? I think that might be it for stitching news. That's where I am with my WIPs. That was my new start, the Halloween heart. Those are my plans. Stash wise, I haven't actually bought anything, I don't think, since the past 2 weeks. I've said before, I am trying to rein it in a lot, so I've been very, very good, I thought, and not bought anything. So yes, there's no new haul or anything to show you, but yeah, so if you want to stick around for some books with mixed media, then please do. If not, then I will speak to you next time. Thank you for watching, and again, if you like, subscribe, and please comment. Let me know if you're joining Dracula's Castle. Let me know what retreats you've been to, what you could recommend, and yeah, all that jazz. And let me know if you knew my straightness tip or not, or if you've got any other tips for straightening out your fabric or anything like that, or threads and things. So yes, anyway, I will move on into books now. So this is so like I say, books with mixed media. So actually, before I start on that list, just to update you, I have read these past couple of weeks Serial Killer's Guide to Marriage. So thoroughly enjoyed this one. Basically about a couple who should I just read the back? It just says, introducing Hayes and Fox. They used to kill people, now they'd kill for a normal life, but when the perfect marriage starts to lose its shine, can two serial killers play nice and raise a family? I just thought this was really good. There's a bit of comedy in it, a bit of dark sort of humour in it. They are serial killers, so go into it knowing that. But yeah, so really, really enjoyed that one. And then I picked up The Killer Question by Janice Hallett, which is mixed media, hence what has prompted the list. So I think I did show it in my last one, but you can see that there are emails, text messages, all of that jazz, letters, rules. There's the quiz rules in there as well. So yeah, so Janice Hallett is a favourite author of mine. I have read all of hers now. I think she's just released a kids one this year as well, which I haven't read, but I'm pretty sure I've read all of hers now. So if you're interested in that sort of style, then I can, as well as these other recommendations. My favourite of Janice Hallett's was probably The Mysterious Case of the Alberton Angels, it's called. So I really, really enjoyed that one. It's nice. Yeah, it was good. So so yes, anyway, So first on my list of mixed media books is Hidden Pictures by Jason Rekulak. This has got lots of drawings in it. So the synopsis for this one is a nanny goes to work for a couple to look after their son Ted, and he's drawing pictures as all 5-year-olds do, and he starts off drawing really nice pictures of him playing with the bunnies and a goat, I think, and just lots of nice childish drawings. And then all of a sudden his drawings start to turn a little bit more sinister and even more sinister. So and yeah, it's there is a bit in the synopsis that tells you about one of the drawings, but I'm not going to tell you because I think it will ruin it. But it's a really good thriller mystery. The drawings just add that extra element to it, and no word of a lie, when I turned the page, I read it physically, but I've unfortunately sold the book on Vinted, so I don't have it anymore. But I did turn the page and genuinely got a jump scare from a couple of the drawings. So, so if you like that kind of thing, then yeah, I can highly recommend that one. The drawings are quite creepy though, so just bear that one in mind. But that just added to it for me. It was fantastic. Next in mixed media is Daisy Jones and the Six, so not a thriller or a crime, more of a contemporary fiction, but this one is told in interviews. So it's about a band, I think in the 70s, that split up but nobody knew why, and so it's all unravelling what happened to the band, why they went their separate ways. They were at the height of their career, massive pop group, and then yeah, just suddenly disbanded. And I think it's told in different perspectives as well. It's all told through interviews, and really good ending, I thought, as well. But the it's with the perspectives, it's really good to see that, because you get one person will say, oh, this happened this night and this is why we did this and things like that, and then somebody else will say that's not what happened at all, it went this way. And it's just really interesting just to see how human nature and different perspectives of the same event mean different things to different people. So so I thought that one was really good. Murder in the Family by Cara Hunter. It's on the screen, might not be Hunter. Anyway, this one is told completely and utterly in mixed media. So, I mean, I don't think she could have thrown any more different media at it. So you've got police reports, script, film directions in there, profiles of police officers and things like that. But this one is all about solving a murder that happened 10-20 years ago, the murder of Luke Ryder. And then there's a Netflix style documentary that's being made to try and discover what actually happened to Luke that night, because nobody was there, there was no witnesses, etc, etc. And so these within the Netflix style documentary, they've brought in specialists. So there's like retired police officers, forensic detectives, coroners, I think maybe, journalist who was around at the time that it all happened. So all these people then are together trying to solve what happened. And yeah, it's just it's fantastic. I really enjoyed it, and the different elements of all the different mixed media just really added that extra element to me. I just like reading something a little bit different when you've read as many, well, books, but thrillers and crime books as I have. When you see something that comes up with that kind of style, it's just really different. So so yeah, I really enjoyed that one. The next one, True Crime Story by Joseph Knox. This was probably the first mixed media book that I read, and it blew my mind, so much so that I kept Googling to see if the case within this book was actually a real case. So it's about a girl called Zoe who's 19 years old. She's a university student. She goes out for the night and then doesn't come home. I'm glad I read it before my son went to university. But yeah, but then this is told in interviews and things, and letters, emails. It's I can't quite remember, but I think the majority of it is interviews, but it literally tells you who's talking, and then has whatever it is they said, and then again, and then whatever it is they said. And I read it physically, but actually I did look up the audiobook, and it looks like the audiobook is a full cast audio. So if you like audiobooks, I haven't listened, so can't recommend it, but maybe listen to the sample and you might find that actually that works quite well. Not sure how all the other elements would work with that, but they must have come up with a way of doing so. But yeah, I just thought this one was really good. Even at the start of the book as well, there's a letter from the publisher that really sort of hooks you in. Again, I won't tell you what that actually says, but it really makes you think, hold on, am I reading a real book? Has something gone wrong or what? So it really made me think, and I was Googling all the time, is this case real? Trying to find out what happened to Zoe, but it is fiction, but it's so good, so well done that yeah, he's really done a really good job in making it feel real. So that is that. And then Runtime by Catherine Ryan Howard. I've read quite a few of Catherine Ryan Howard's, really enjoyed them all. This one is, there's a movie being filmed in the deep forest. I think it's set in Ireland because Catherine is Irish. So I think this one's set in Ireland. And this last minute actress, get your words, Kerry. An actress is brought in at the last minute to step in for somebody else who's left the set for unforeseen circumstances or whatever. But yeah, so she's brought in to film, and things aren't quite what they seem, and then it's a horror film, so then things that are in the script then start to happen in real life. So yeah, it's just finding out what it is, but within that one is the script as well, and a book as well, and all sorts of other bits and pieces. So yeah, if you like reading scripts or anything like that mixed in, then I can highly recommend that one as well. And then one that I have physically got actually is called The Heiress by Rachel Hawkins. I've read a couple of other Rachel Hawkins and really enjoy them. They're kind of like, they're more mysteries than thrillers. And I want to say that I don't think there's anything too gruesome that happens. But again, I've read a lot of these a long time ago, and what's gruesome to me, or what isn't gruesome to me, might be gruesome to you. So maybe just go in with a little bit of caution if you're a little bit wary of things like that. But anyway, so this one is says deception leaves a killer legacy. It's a very long synopsis. In fact, what I'll do is, if I hold that up, if you pause the video if you really want to read it, then hopefully you can, but rather than me reading it all. But this one is the story of a woman who has died. She was very wealthy. She adopted a child, and then he doesn't want anything to do with the wealth and stuff, but he's then pulled back into the house when she's died to find out what happens to it. But this is told in different media formats as well. So let's see what else I can find. There are emails somewhere. She says, no, I'm not being able to find them. There's press releases in there. Yeah, there's emails and things like that. So really enjoyed this one. Yeah, it was a good mystery. Really enjoyed that one, so highly recommend. And those are my recommendations. And then I've got a few mixed media books that I've not read yet that are actually on my shelf, so I thought I would just talk through. There's only 4, but this is Strange Pictures, which is another one which has obviously got pictures in it. I'm not going to go too far into it, but I'll just read the start. It just says, a series of drawings made by a young woman before her death, a child's disturbing picture of his home, a desperate sketch made by a murder victim in his final moments. Each contains a chilling warning. Each reveals a terrible secret hidden in plain sight. The Uketsu's eerie mysteries have captivated millions of readers. Can you find the clues in these strange pictures and uncover the sinister truth that connects them all? So if I just show you this bit there, it's some of the pictures on the inside flap. And then as we move through, I don't want to go through too far because obviously I've not read this one myself yet, but there's a nice picture there. And I'm wondering if it's going to be like hidden pictures where it then gradually starts to get worse and worse. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. The Chilling Japanese Mystery Sensation. I think there's another one called Strange Houses that's come out as well, but I haven't got that one yet. So, and I haven't even looked into that one, so I don't know what, if I'm presuming that it's also mixed media, but not really sure. And then also on my shelf is probably one of the largest books that I own. This is Night Film by Marisha Pessel, but is the chunkiest, one of the chunkiest books. It's nearly 600 pages. And this one on the back says, on a damp October night, so would be perfect reading for spooky season, the body of beautiful Ashley Cordova is discovered in a Manhattan warehouse. Though her death is ruled a suicide, investigative journalist Scott McGrath suspects otherwise. The last time McGrath got too close to the Cordova dynasty, he lost his marriage and his career. This time he could lose his mind. So I've heard nothing but amazing things about this one. And in here, again, I don't want to look too much into it, but this does start out with quite a few, I'll get there in a second, press releases, things like that. So more in here. Quite sure how much of it is narrative, but there's all sorts of things in this one. So so yeah, looking forward again to reading this one, and I will attempt to try, maybe put it on my list at the very least, to try and get through in October, given that it is set in October, which I didn't realise till I picked it up earlier. But it's quite a hefty one, that, so we'll see how quickly it reads. And then this other one I think is absolutely hilarious. I haven't read it yet, but it is Horror Store by Grady Hendrix, which is meant to look like an IKEA catalogue, and it does indeed look like an IKEA catalogue, because when you open it up, it tells you how to go around Orsk, as it's called, in here. So this one is says, I will read this one because it's just so different, but something strange is happening at the Orsk Furniture Superstore in Cleveland, Ohio. Every morning, employees arrive to find broken bookshelves, shattered water goblets, and smashed wardrobes, and they've all got Swedish like names, but I'm not going to attempt to say those because I'll just end up butchering them. Sales are down, security cameras reveal nothing, and store managers are panicking. To unravel the mystery, 3 employees volunteer to work a 9-hour dusk till dawn shift. In the dead of night, they'll patrol the empty showroom floor, investigate strange sights and sounds, and encounter horrors that defy the imagination. And then it says, this is a traditional haunted house story in a thoroughly contemporary setting. Horror Store is designed to retain its luster and natural appearance for a lifetime of use, pleasingly proportioned with generous French flaps and a soft cover binding. Horror Store delivers the psychological terror you need in the elegant package you deserve. And then as you open it up, it just goes through a few like little things like this. There's even a an order form in here. Yeah, home delivery order form. Finest flat pack furniture. And then it goes into just normal text, I think. But and then at the back there's something else as well. But that's the author is Grady Hendrix, so I think that's quite funny. Have a question, just Orsk. So yeah, I'm yeah. Oh, and that's the back. So that's the front, and then that's the back. So it's a little bit, sorry about the glare, it's a little bit more spooky with the hands there. So so yeah, that's just really not seen a book that sort of square size before either, and set in, let's face it, an IKEA shop. Sounds absolutely amazing. So there's that one, and then there is this one which is completely out there, and I don't know anyone in real life who's read it. I came across this when I've been watching like BookTube and things like that. It was quite the cult book, I think, but it's called House of Leaves. So I don't know if anybody's ever heard of this one. It is, again, quite a chunky book, but it's also more like, it is a fictional book, but it looks more like a textbook. But this has got all sorts of mixed media in it. And this is, again, I won't read out the whole synopsis. What I'll do, again, hopefully this works for people, but I'll just hold it there if you can read it. But I don't know too much about it, but it's a house that isn't what it seems and is a bit like a TARDIS in the middle. So yeah, I don't... young family that moves into a small home on Ash Tree Lane when they discover something terribly wrong. Their house is bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. So, but again, this has got all sorts of different... I'm not sure whether I would call it mixed media, but it's definitely different. It's like, and quite text heavy in places as well. Like it's got crossings out in it. It's just something like I've never seen before, and I kind of wanted, like, this is all upside down, and I think the idea is that it's supposed to mess with your mind, I think, for want of a better word. But then it's like as you go through it, there's more like things, and then you just end up coming across, not showing this very well, you then come across like blank pages. I do believe in some areas you have to read it, like look at all that really heavy text, but you do have to read it like backwards with a mirror. Some pages have hardly anything on them at all. Yeah, it's just apparently supposed to blow your mind. I don't know when I read it whether I will ever be able to make head nor tail of it, but yeah, if you're looking for a challenging book to read that has what perhaps is mixed media but not quite, then yeah, I can't recommend it because I've not read it. But look it up on Goodreads or Amazon and see what the reviewers are saying. But I just thought I quite fancied the challenge of reading something like that. When I'm going to read it, I don't know, but I just saw it and thought, actually, go on then, I will at some point give that one a go. So yeah, I think that's it. I've come to the end of my books. I hope you've enjoyed watching the video. Lovely to have you, and a few of you keep saying that you enjoy my book recommendations, so I'm really pleased about that. So more to come. I've still got quite a list in my notes app of other themes. If you've got any themes that you want me to do, if there are any kind of yeah, I guess themes that you want me to talk about, like book set, like I've already done book set at Halloween, or mixed media, or, you know, murder mysteries, anything like that, any sort of genre of that type of book that's within the crime thriller genre, anything, any trope, anything, then just let me know, because I'm always looking for ideas of what I can talk to you about, and if I've read some of the books in that area, then I will let you know. But yeah, I think that's it for now. Thank you so much for joining me, and yeah, hit like, subscribe if you haven't already, and hopefully see you in the comments. So thanks for watching. Bye.